be going over how to do the 180 page and turns with the e-collar. So this is something that all of our dogs learn, whether it's in our private lesson program or in our board and train program. And this is how we teach the basics of heel. So this is not a how to teach your dog how to. This is a how-to video for the owners to learn how to use the e-collar in this turn. So we're going to be using the button on the front called the pager button. If you look closely at your remote, it will say pager next to the large gray button on the front, okay? And the pager is always the same. Pager means vibration, and no matter what the dial says on the front, the intensity of the pager is just one level, okay? So what we're going to be doing with the dog today is we're going to say the word let's go, and then we're going to start to walk. When we're ready to make a 180 turn, and I'm going to make sure that my turn is more of a pivot and turn than it is a super wide round turn, okay? That's important to remember that. Throughout that turn, I'm going to be holding the pager button down, okay? So if I'm walking with the dog, I'm going to turn here. Now I'm going to hold that page down, the button on the front. I'm going to hold it until the dog returns to the heel position. It's very important to remember to not let go of the pager button until the dog is in the correct position. If your dog goes to the incorrect side that you're working on, or he pulls left, or he's hanging back, or she's ahead of you, make sure you don't release that button until she's right there. You can pull her by the lead to make sure that she knows where she's supposed to be. But that's basically how the pager works. Wherever the dog is, when you release that button, tells them that's where I want you to be. That's why it's very important to not settle and say, well, they didn't know where to go, and so I just turned it off. Do not do that. I'm going to perform what it looks like for you here. Are you ready? We have the lovely Oakley helping us out today. An 8-month-old German Shepherd working on her e-collar training, huh? When I'm ready to take off, I say the words, let's go, and I walk off with her. Good. Now I'm turning, paging, release. Good. I'm turning, holding the button, and releasing it. Good. I can also turn into her. Same thing. I'm turning, I'm holding it, and releasing it. Good. Turn, hold, release. Good. Turn, hold, release. One more time. Turn, hold, release. Good. Very nice. Great job. So again, very important that if she doesn't do the right thing, I don't release that button until she's in that correct position, okay? A few other important things to remember are if your dog starts to hang back and is being a little bit lazy, you can use the pager and tap your leg, whatever side they're on, and say heel, and hold the pager and guide them with a leash until they get to you. Another important thing, if the dog is turning with you every time, most people ask me, do I have to hit the pager even though the dog is turning with me? And the answer is yes, okay? They need to know that they need to continue to learn how to turn that pressure off by learning that every time they just stay with you through that turn, and you don't have to hold it for as long, and that's what we kind of talked about, doing those sharp turns. Because if the dog turns very quickly with me, maybe it only has to be on for 1 to 2 seconds. But if I make a wide, long duration turn, then the dog has to tolerate it for longer, which I want to avoid. It also, it doesn't matter what speed you're going. I can go fast, I can go slow, I can jog once the dog kind of understands this, and then I can make a sharp turn. I'll kind of demonstrate to you what that looks like. All right, Oakley, are you ready? Oakley. All right, let's go. So, again, hold it on, off. Good. Let's go. On, off. Good. On, off. Good. If she hangs back here, hold it. Good. Yes. Good girl. So there you saw how when I was speeding, I was pivoting. When I was jogging, I would pivot and I would turn. And then you saw at the end there, she actually hung back for a moment. She got a couple of feet behind me, so I just hit the pager and kind of pulled her with the leash to guide her up to my leg. Good girl. Good job. Cool. So in this video, we have covered how to, when to hold the pager down throughout the turn, what to do if your dog is lagging behind, and yes, you do need to hold the pager through every turn, even if your dog is is heeling and turning with you, okay? So in the next video that you can check out is how to use the nick function for teaching your dog how to stop when you stop.